Hello, people. I was just looking in my bug out bag, just in case I have to leave my house. Like there's a fire or something like that. I have this here. I can grab it if I needed to. And if nobody's to help, then I can at least help myself. As we've seen in the Maui fires in Hawaii. I don't know. I don't know. But we live in the Midwest, and we got fields all around us. And when it's time for harvest, everything is dried up, all dried up. And I'm not going to say much about my opinion over that, but we do see trails in the sky constantly. It's 100 degrees today. But anyway, I just thought I'd check out my bag because, some people have them, just in case. Now, I just wanted to show you what I've put in my bag. The old saying of one is none, two is one. Well, so I've developed several different ways to make fire, and this here is basically it's a fire starter. This here, you can use it to do it. This here's also got a little saw. You can saw things. It's also a whistle in case you need to get help. 3 whistles or 3 gunshots, and that gets people's attention. It also has a compass, and it's accurate. Don't mean to move so much, but just this one item here can make you warm, where you can know where you are, and also call for help. This is 3-in-1, and also I have this multi-knife. It's got the Phillips screwdriver, the little whittling knife. It's got all the stuff and the corkscrew thing, and even this here is it's interesting. You can use this here for sewing, okay, or fishing, or a weapon. But it's got everything in it. It's got the can opener, the bottle opener. It's also got this device here, which opens canned goods. So if you can't open up a can of beans, you're kind of screwed. And you got scissors for whatever purpose. And also the regular blade. Also, I got tinder, which is cotton. No, it's dry. Also got this here, which is a emergency fire starting thing. It starts, it won't go out even if it's raining on it. I have this here is char, which is probably an old t-shirt or something like that I put the can in the fire with the lid on. So if I need to make a fire with this, I could use this, and it would cause a spark on the char, which put a little bit of this on there, and it's good to go. You have fire. I have my straw, drinking straw. You can drink out of a pond or a mud puddle if you wanted to, but I've never used it. I bought this here, and it's important to check your stuff You know, way before the last time I checked my bag. This here, the batteries are dead. So really this is useless, even though it's a flashlight. Also got another knife, like I said. 2 is 1, 1 is none. Really, this in here is just pliers. For fishing or whatever you need it. And I have very little here, but this very little can get you a very long ways. And this in here, I got some chapstick. Let me open it up. You know, cordage is everything, and especially this cement yellow cord. You can make a lot of stuff with this very small amount. You can make a bow drill. You can make a bow and arrow, if you know, if you're that skilled. Also have wire. This is fishing string, and also I have hooks on the inside of here, right there. I got some tackle inside of this. I got some duct tape over it. Duct tape, you can use it over and over and over if you don't get it dirty. So this in here, I was thinking, wow, how can I make 3 out of nothing? But here you go. You can go fishing with this, catch your food, cook your food with this, and this if you need it, and this too, or this. And then you're fed for a day. It gives you a license for the next day. Also, I got this piece here, and this here's a like a, you know, you catch it on fire and it just stays lit. But I have this all in this one little bag. Hopefully I would never need it. But again, I look at Maui and the fire that struck their community. I'm thinking, hey, how prepared am I? You know, how prepared am I? So we've already got all that, and that's very little. But we know that we can start a fire. We can catch fish. And we can drink water. Pure. Plus we have all the extras and knives and etc. Now this little jobber here, it's got a lot of stuff in here. I call it my medical stuff. First of all, it's got cotton in the center. In case you have a bullet wound, you could push this into your bullet wound to keep it from bleeding out. I got you know, medicines and etc. I was reading that like double, like thinking, what? But anyway, I got this here's a severe cough and cold, because we know what's happening now. We got some aspirins, Tylenols, super glue. Never forget super glue. And also I got some band-aids, etc. And see, I haven't checked this bag for probably a year. And I'm just thinking, well, you know, what's it look like after a year just setting? This, I don't know what this is, actually. Salon Pass. Tampons, I think. No. Okay. It's a medical thing. You can read it. Adults and children. Um, hmm. This is interesting. I have to look into this. I ain't got time right now, huh? It'd be kind of dumb, right? But I got little band-aids, medium-sized band-aids. I got this tape, and you can use a t-shirt as a bigger band-aid if you needed that. Hopefully you would never need that. I do have this pan here, which is a skillet. You can purify water, you can cook your fish. Let me get it open. There we go. The plate. Put this here together. Then there's a skillet. And I also have this here to boil water. Very little room does any of this here take up. But most people are not thinking about, what could happen, what may happen. It's a sad world we're living in. Because if you like it or not, when we thought we was free, we're realizing that we're not at all, never were. But you gotta protect yourself, your family. All of this stuff I'm showing you is very little just to survive a day or two in the woods if you had to. That's it. But I got a whole bag, so I'll continue. I'll move all this aside. Make some room for some other stuff. All right. With that, I got hand sanitizer. I have a mirror for emergencies. I have this bracelet here, which is also 3 foot of cord if I needed it. Because if you can't tie stuff together, you can't make a shelter if you have to. I also got some lip balm, which is really an oil. You can use it to start fires if you needed to. It's like the hand sanitizer. It's very, very flammable. Just to let you know. And also I have some pine. Dry wood. Just in case. This is all in the same bag as the stuff I showed you just a couple minutes ago. It's all in the same bag. And remember, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. Well, you saw the little, yeah. See? Well, that's only 1. Well, and now I got this one here. It is a military grade. You lay this upon a map, and you can find yourself on a map very, very easily, and also mark your way. And one good thing about this is it also has a level right here. A level for any purpose. I think I get $15 for this at Amazon. It is a military issue compass. I'm not a professional, but I figure, hey, I look at the times, I look at what's happening in the world today, and I think, and I rent. That's a bad thing. I rent, so I might have guns, might have knives and everything else, but when I have to just leave, for some reason, I'm not going to leave empty-handed, and you shouldn't either. I will continue. I do have this little knife in the same bag, by the way. And it's just a little knife you can put around your neck. Just in case. Just in case, man. That's what it's for. Also have a water bottle, which is aluminum. I can boil stuff in it. Or I can take all this extra stuff and throw it in there, and now it just carries the little stuff that is kind of getting in the way, right? There you go. All of this goes in here. Except for the medical stuff. See how simple that is? Throw it in there, put the lid on, just save some space. Or I just did. Alright, what I got next is a saw. Saw and limbs to make firewood, to keep you warm, etc., etc. I mean, this here works really good, actually, for a very small one. I mean, it's very durable. It's a good score. Now I got another water straw. Just in case, right? 2 is 1, 1 is 9. So I've had this here, I don't know, for 4 years. I guess. Well, most of this. I've never had to use it. Then I got a poncho. The poncho does go square, 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot. But you can use this here to trap water through this part of it, because this here's in the middle, and by the way, I'm looking and it looks like a mouse has gotten to it. That's why you should check your stuff a little bit more than I do. I mean, I could probably still use that, but it does make me think. I have a dry bag. I could put everything in this thing. Seal it up. And nothing to get wet. I can actually put my entire backpack in this and it would not get wet. They're not expensive. I think this one cost me like $8, $8 or $9. And I do have another tarp, a very small one. It's just something. I could put that over my backpack if I'm walking in the rain. I can make a little thing over firewood to keep it dry. We're just talking, maybe a week of survival if you had to rush out of your home. We know that Bidenomics is not working. And if there is a national disaster, you're on your own, okay? Alright, next thing I have is more of this. The perfect tinder. One spark lights this here up and you have a fire. That's why I have plenty of it. Also, you know, 1 is none and 2 is 1. Let's go through this. This bag here, I have tin foil. I believe there's fishing line in this, as well as a couple hooks. Just to be good, right? And here I got salt, I got garlic, I got pepper and stuff like that for cooking. I do have iodine and okay. I have water purification tablets. So that's this bag. The same bag that basically I'm starting out with. All this is in one bag. Now, I do have a lot of these. You know, if I'm cooking over a fire, I want something with 2 hooks. One to hang and one to hold, right? And I have all these tent things. You put them together in a certain way, you can make like a stove top if you wanted to. Also, yes, I won these bad boys. Also, got a climber's thing with a little bit of cordage on the bottom. Certain knots that I wanted to learn, but I ain't got time to sit there and play with rope. Also got plastic utensils, which is good. They're very light. And here we go again. We have a blade, we got black tape, we got more cordage, we got more cotton balls, we got shoelaces, we got matches, we got another little knife, a candle, and I think that's about it for that. Now all this stuff is in the same bag. The most unfortunate part is shelter. You know what? And I'm thinking of that because I've got this, you know, which really isn't very big. The poncho has been ate up in the hood by mice, a mouse, and the dry bag I would never use for shelter anyway. It's too important for another reason. But so this bag here, I believe I'll put everything as much as I can into this can, and as well as this bad boy. Put everything together and shove everything in little smaller compartments. Then I could get me a tarp, you know, 8x8 or 10x10, something like that. They're not very expensive. Actually, I have one, but this bag here that I'm messing with, I really want to use it for my motorcycle. Also in the bag I have more tin foil, and inside I have more fishing lures or hooks, whatever. And also I have this cotton here, which has been sitting in petroleum jelly. So when you do that to cotton, it takes only one very small spark to engulf in flames. And of course we have duct tape. Duct tape does everything. I don't have to say anything else about that. Oh, wow. I was saying tarp. Well, I guess I thought ahead. This here's a tarp. I believe it's 10 by 10 or 8 by 8. It's not very stout or anything like that, but hey, if I had to leave my house tonight, it's 100 degrees, right? If I had to leave my house tonight, I can walk, I don't know, a mile and find a stream, and within that mile it's all secluded. I can make a shelter if I needed to. It all depends on the scenario. Now we have a chemical plant that's very close to our town. And if something like that there was to happen, I mean, we'd all be screwed. Those that may not have a car or whatever. But we have a chemical plant, you know, just down the road. Now here we go. We're going to continue. This is my knife. Inside of it, I have another fire starter. And also I have this match. I mean, this here has been in here for a year, okay? Let's see if it lights. Ah, yes. A year sitting in this bad boy here. 1 year. 1 year. So it's good to go. If I needed fire, I would have fire, right? Whoops. Got a good knife. So here's this trade. Very sharp. Very thick too. You know, a lot of people they buy knives and they look at the style. But when I buy a knife, I look at the quality, the tang, and I want it to be metal all the way down, all the way from the tip to the bottom. Now this is a full tang knife. So if the rubber ever goes bad, which it shouldn't, but if it does, you can always wrap it with something else. But your blade will last forever as long as you keep it sharp and take care of it. Basically, that's it. Well, the last thing I have is tweezers. Have you ever had a splinter in your hand, in your finger, in your foot? These bad boys here will save you a lot of pain. Easy. And they're cheap. You should have some. And also I have ear protection. You never know. You never know. As far as that is just one bag full of survival. And if I were you, I would get one too. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm just saying, hey, you never know. You never know. So God bless. Keep Jesus the Lord of your life. Have Him direct your ways. He'll never lead you in the wrong direction.